So Sephora has a brand new product line out, you guys. It's called M.PH by Mary Phillips. Welcome back, socialites. And if you're new, I'm Ariell. I do mainly beauty, fragrance, and a little bit of lifestyle. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a demo of M.PH by Mary Phillips. She came out with this. It's called the Underpainting Face Palette. And the Underpainting Face Palette retails for $64. And I also picked up her sculpting brush. She came out with a dual-sided brush, and the dual-ended sculpting brush retails for $38. And then I also picked up one of her lip liners. The lip liner retails for $25. She also has hydrating lipstick balms available, so that's interesting. I do like a creamier type lipstick usually. That retails for $26. At the time that I ordered the rest of the products, the lipstick balm was not available. And the last product that she has there at Sephora now is a cream blush brush, and that retails for $36. Now I did have to order it online because it's currently online only. Now Mary Phillips is a professional makeup artist, and she coined the phrase underpainting, which is basically doing your highlighting and contour underneath your foundation. That way you can see your contour and highlight peek through rather than it's sitting on top. And this is supposed to give you an ultra natural look. So you would have to use a sheer to medium coverage foundation over the top in order for that technique to work, so you could see it poking through the makeup. So it's a really good way to get a really natural look or a minimal look or those no makeup looks. So if you're into full coverage or glam, or if you need full coverage, this video, these products are not going to be for you. So if you want to see how I got this look and my thoughts on M.PH, then keep watching. Okay, socialites, so this is the outer packaging, which is really nice. It gives a chic vibe. I love that. You open it up, it does have another sleeve in there, and this is what the actual component looks like. Now I picked up medium, so they have like a light, medium, and a dark, and I felt like this would be the best shade range for me. So it comes with 5 cream colors in here, one being a contour, one being a bronzer. The one on the end is a color corrector, which on my skin tone, I think I need a little bit more orange in here, a little bit more coral than that for it to color correct on me, but I'll try it out anyway. And then it comes with 2 sort of highlighting shades. It does have a mirror on it, and when you take the plastic off the mirror, it has a M in the corner, which I'm assuming is her logo, and that's in red. Now I also picked up the Underpainting duo-ended sculpting brush, and she has another brush that's like a cream blush brush. It looked like sort of similar to this but larger. So this is what the duo-ended underpainting brush looks like, with the logo on one end. One side looks like a concealer type brush, and here's the other end. So let's go right in. I've prepped my skin with the Clinique Moisture Surge 100 Hour about 10 minutes ago, and that's all I did with my skin. So I'm going to do the technique that I saw on her website. Whenever you purchase this or you go to the link on Sephora's website, when you scroll through the shades, there's a video and she shows you exactly step by step her technique of how she applies it, and I'm going to do it like that. What she recommends is that you take the color correcting shade first, and any sort of like under eye dark pigmentation or deeper anything that's discolored, you use the color corrector. So we're gonna try it out. I do feel like I need a little bit more orange than that, but I'm gonna go right on in here and put it. This is where she had it. Yeah, this is definitely too light for me. I'm gonna need something a little bit more corally for sure. I never color correct under my eyes anyway. I don't necessarily need that step, but it wouldn't hurt. It's a little deeper under here than everywhere else, but it's not like super dark under my eyes at all. So this is the Huda Beauty faux filter because I want to do her technique. So I'm taking the Huda Beauty faux filter and just put a little dot right there to mix it in with her shade. So for this medium shade, being that these shades are this deep, I think this would be perfect for somebody my skin tone. But the color correcting shade should definitely have a little bit more orange in there. So see how I sort of toned it down with just a drop of the Huda Beauty faux filter, and that just, see how it brightened and evened it out? That's the shade that needs to be in this palette right here. Now the consistency of the product feels like very emollient and creamy, super emollient and thin. So it delivers a sheer application. This is not going to give you a whole lot of pigment at all. So if you have a really deep, dark, like purpley undertones, this is not the product that's going to cover that for you because it's just too sheer. This is going to give you like that no makeup look when you want to see a lot of your skin through the product. So back into this shade, she also took it up at the end and said that this gives you a lifted look. So that's what we're gonna do. And you see how pale that is, and it's turning almost gray underneath. You see like that darkness or gray underneath. That's because it doesn't have the orange in it, like I was telling you guys about. It doesn't have enough corally or orange in it. So I'm gonna put a teeny little dot of that orange in there, and we're gonna bring that up. So then you go in with the contour brush side and the contour shade, and you take that basically over the tail of the brow, like the end of the eye, and you bring that straight up. And I've never contoured like this before, so I thought that was interesting. And she said this also helps with like a lifted look, and then you sort of stop that at the height of the arch, and then you start hugging it around the hairline. So this is how she does her contour technique. But obviously with contour, you definitely want to contour in a way that flatters whatever your face shape is. Since my face shape is similar to hers, then I know I'm able to contour in the same way she did on that video. Now the contour shade does give more pigment than that color correcting shade. Now back into the contour shade, she recommends that wherever the top of your cheekbone is, you go like hit right underneath there and take it straight up. And I'm just softening the edges of it. And then around the jawline. Back to the concealer side of the brush, back into the contour for the nose. And she contours on the top of the nose rather than the sides of the nose. So she takes highlighter shade, and you can use either one if you go, because one of the highlighter shades is a tad deeper than the other. And she goes right underneath, and she does this to clean it up. The undertone of this is like super ashy on me. So it's almost like the contour shades are great for my skin tone, but these highlighter shades and the color correcting shade is for someone way lighter than me, like a lot lighter than me. But with the deeper palette, contour shades are too deep for me, and I think the highlighting shades might even be a little bit too deep for me as well. So maybe in her product there's just not like the right shade combination for me yet, because this is a brand new brand. Yeah, so ashy, it's almost looking a bit gray. This shade, this is the deeper out of the two highlighter shades, and she goes right up here. She says she likes to do it just like this, almost like a tree branch kind of situation, and then she brings it down the bridge of the nose. And then she takes it here for the under eye highlighting. Okay, so I'm just gonna take my puff and blend out the highlighted areas. I think the contour should be okay, but I just wanna smooth everything out before we go in with foundation. So basically underpainting is applying your contour and highlight before foundation. Now with foundation, you have to go in with a sheer to medium coverage foundation. That way you can still see your highlighting and contour through the product. So for foundation, we're going to use one of my favorite sort of sheer to medium complexion products, which is the Hourglass Veil Skin Tint. I think this would be perfect for this step. So I'm in the shade 14 and apply that basically where the highlight meets the contour, right under here. And where the contour meets the highlight up here. I'm gonna take my Pkwy foundation brush and blend everything in, working from the bottom all the way to the top. You don't have to do it in this order. It's just the way I'm doing it. She said that if you need to intensify any of the contour or highlight, you can go back into it again, which is what I'm gonna do. So back into the contour, I'm just gonna intensify a little bit. That was what I was wondering, like, is it gonna show up on top of foundation? And it does. So just like she said, you could do both. You can go in before, and if you need to intensify, you can go back in after. Back in with the highlight, and let's sort of brighten the highlight. The highlight is really sheer, you guys, which I'm not mad at it, just depending on how much coverage you like. So if you like a sheer coverage with your concealer under eye, then you might really like this. For me, I need a little bit more coverage than this. My Pkwy powder, this one is the translucent. I'm just going to take my Sephora collection micro smooth powder. This one is in ebony, just a tad deeper than my skin tone. Take a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury spray. The Overliner lip pencil. So this is the size of her pencil versus like a Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil. So you get a little bit less product in her lip pencil than what we're used to. This is Double Shot Swatched, and this is Chestnut by MAC Swatched. Something about this formula feels a little bit more hydrating though, so it applies really smooth. I love this color. For whatever reason, the lip colors, they were like a balmy lipstick. They weren't available, so I wasn't able to pick those up and try it. For lipstick, Yes Honey from Charlotte Tilbury. Just a little bit of my Sarah Creole lip gloss. This one's in the shade On Top or No Further Questions is what it says at the bottom. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think. So let's do a quick recap. So the Underpainting Face Palette, I think that it is a beautiful palette with great packaging to it. To be a medium palette, it's not a right mix of shades because these are definitely deep enough for someone my skin tone, but then the highlighting and color corrective shades are for somebody that are from like a super light skin tone, not super pale, but really light. You know what I mean? Like nowhere near my skin tone. So they're going to show up really ashy. I think the formula is okay. If you're a makeup artist, I don't think it's super versatile. That's the thing. It's really, really sheer, even if you try to build it up. So you may be limited. With that being said, if you're somebody that likes high medium coverage or need coverage, or you like glam, this is definitely not going to be for you. Now, the mix of colors with the dark palette, those may work together cohesively in one palette, y'all. I'm just not very sure. So when it comes to stores, I'm definitely going to go in Sephora and check it out. But for now, this one might be a pass. Aside from this being a new product line, one of the main reasons I wanted to order it is because of how rich the shades looked online. And this palette does not look like the shades that's in the picture. The shades online definitely look a bit deeper and richer, especially the highlighting colors. Now the brush I think is cute. You can use this brush for a lot of your cream products for sure, especially if you're somebody that uses like cream contours that are in a palette or in a jar, kind of like the Anastasia cream contour or the NARS cream contour or the Juvia's Place cream contour. And then obviously the concealer side, you'll be able to use it to sculpt your nose, to sculpt your brows. I do like the brush. The color of the lip liner is really nice. This is definitely my type of color. The formula seemed to glide on pretty smooth. I just have to see how it wears over the day, because the first time I put it on, when I put my lipstick on, it kind of all smudged into one. So I had to take it off, start over, and make sure that my lip color was separate from the lip liner because it became really muddy really quick. So that's my quick 1-2 on M.PH from Mary Phillips. Comment down below, let me know if this is something that you think you would like. Everything I mentioned or used in today's video, I'll have linked down below in the description box, so be sure to check that out. And if you're new here, welcome. I'd love for you to come join the family by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. 'Cause I've been where you are. You're too scared to show me love, 'cause too fresh with the scars.